I'm in Nigeria trying to meet up with the pirates responsible for kidnappings and attacks on oil installations. Crude oil is the biggest asset that Nigeria has, and the grand-scale theft of it not only causes huge environmental problems, but creates a climate where criminality and piracy can flourish. Ledum Mitti is a lawyer and campaigner for human rights in the Delta. He explains to me the different levels of oil bunkering.
There are 3 stages we found of bunkering, which were established. The first stage, those who cut the pipes and put it in jerry cans. Boys who are cutting the pipes in some areas and selling to the middlemen, are those who have badges. And before you can be someone at that second stage, you must have a lot of connection and leverage, armed military people on that place. So you now have those guys who will now take it to the high seas, where you have the big tankers. That is controlled by very, very important people who call the shots from Abuja. For last year, through bunkering, we had almost $15 billion worth of oil.
$15 billion of bunkered oil in a year?
That's for last year.
And that's an act of piracy. It's an illegal act on the water.
Yeah. Part of the things you're talking about, kidnapping and hostage-taking, are all part of those who want to take a little bit of this same money, illegal money that is going through this corridor.
The government's own anti-corruption task force believes that $400 billion has gone missing since oil was first discovered in the Delta. As we head up the river the next morning, the environmental damage caused by spillage, whether it be from cracked pipes or illegal bunkering, is truly shocking. We're heading to the village of Bodo. On the way, we stop off to see the damage done by a recent oil spill.
The more and more we made our way up the creek, the more and more devastation we saw in terms of the environment. The mangrove is completely being killed. It takes hundreds of years to grow. It's just dying. Look, it's just wiped out. Anyway, the actual leak is somewhere up here, about another 100 metres, so we're going to endeavour to make our way up there without sinking. But as you can see, the closer we get, the blacker it's getting. And actually, the weird thing is, the mud's really hot because of the oil. It's actually making my feet cook. That's about
that is the place.
Meters. Oil up there.
It's oil there.
It's a river of oil, a sea of oil.
Yeah.
This may appear shocking, but as far as the information that we have at our disposal at the moment, this happens at least once a day. There's a spillage at least once a day in Nigeria.
The villagers in Bodo are up in arms at the oil companies and the effect the pollution has had on their livelihoods.
And so far, they've given you no compensation?
No compensation, they haven't. We are fed up. This is our river, this is our only source of livelihood. Yeah. Over 80% of this community depends on this river. Look at all the people, you can see that they are all hungry. If this river was okay the way it was, all these boys will be in the river struggling for their daily bread. But because they have nothing to do, every day we fight with them that they should not commit stealing and all that.
You're saying that because of the pollution, people are turning to crime to put food in their stomachs.
Even this militancy we are talking about is attributed to it. Their pipes should be removed from our land. Our source of livelihood is destroyed now. And one of these days, they will hear from us. Because the solution will be to blow the manifold.
Blow the manifold?
Yeah, we will. I'm saying we will. We are going to blow down this manifold and let government come and kill all of us. So let them kill us with their gun instead of we die for hunger.
The oil well, a wellhead basically that's been tapped off. The smell, the stink of the oil now is overwhelming. The water's just got blacker and blacker.